You're standing at a crossroads right now, feeling completely abandoned. Your prayers feel empty. But what if your guardian angel is standing right beside you at this exact moment, absolutely desperate to reach you? But they can't because you don't know the complete system. A 15-year-old saint named Carlo Acutis figured out the 3 specific practices that unlock divine communication. Here's the truth that will change everything. Your guardian angel isn't silent. Your guardian angel is right there, trying desperately to reach you. The problem isn't that your guardian angel doesn't exist. The problem is you don't know the complete approach, the 3 practices that work together to communicate with them. Carlo Acutis discovered this at just 15 years old. He figured out something that most people spend their entire lives never understanding. He discovered 3 specific practices that work together as one powerful system. But here's the critical part. These 3 practices only work when used together. Each one strengthens the others. One practice alone is incomplete, but when combined, they create a synergistic effect that transforms your entire life into constant, undeniable divine guidance. And the Catholic Church verified it. They investigated his life. They confirmed miracles connected to him. They made him a saint, the first millennial saint, one of the youngest saints in modern history. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what Carlo knew. You'll understand all 3 practices, and critically, how they work together as one integrated system. You'll see how Carlo lived these practices daily and how they transformed his entire life, even in the face of death. You'll have 3 actionable things you can do starting today. Your confusion could be gone by tomorrow. The clarity you've been searching for could arrive today. This is about your transformation. This is about the confusion ending today, instead of suffering through another week, another month, another year of uncertainty. Are you ready? Watch carefully. Stay until the end. Everything you're about to hear is designed to transform your life starting today. Drop a comment right now. What's the one confusion you need divine direction for? Be honest. Share this video with someone who feels abandoned by God. Now let me show you how Carlo figured this out and how you can experience the same transformation starting today. Carlo Acutis came from a non-religious family. His parents didn't pray. They didn't attend church. They didn't teach him about spiritual things. By all reasonable expectations, Carlo should have grown up completely disconnected from the divine realm. But everything changed when Carlo was 3 years old. His grandfather died. In a dream, his grandfather appeared to Carlo, asking for prayers. A 3-year-old boy from a completely non-religious family somehow understood what needed to happen. He put on his coat and asked his grandmother to take him to church to pray for his grandfather, saying he had gone to be with Jesus, but stuck in purgatory. In that moment, something awakened in Carlo. The spiritual realm became real to him. Angels became real to him. His guardian angel became real. As Carlo grew, his babysitter, a woman of deep faith, a Polish nanny whose name has largely been forgotten by history, answered his questions about God, about the church, and about spiritual things. She nurtured the spiritual awakening that had begun with his grandfather's death. This Polish woman, this forgotten caregiver, was instrumental in shaping Carlo's early faith. She was the one who taught him about prayer, about the church, about spiritual matters when his own parents couldn't. If you want to know the full story of how this forgotten Polish nanny formed Carlo's early childhood faith and raised him to become a saint, then go to my channel page after watching this video. You'll see all my videos about Carlo Acutis, including the complete story of the Polish nanny who shaped his spiritual foundation. This woman deserves to be remembered. This woman changed the course of Carlo's entire life. Or simply click on the playlist showing on the screen at the end of this video to watch all Saint Carlo Acutis videos. I promise you, they will deepen your faith. Through this nanny's guidance and his own experiences, Carlo developed a special interest in angels from his earliest years. He had concrete experiences of his guardian angel's help. These weren't abstract beliefs, they were real, lived experiences. But Carlo didn't stop there. He became fascinated by the stories of saints and their encounters with angels. He studied how Saint Gemma Galgani had constant dialogue with her guardian angel. He read about how Saint Francis of Assisi was protected and guided by angels throughout his entire life. He learned about how Saint Faustina Kowalska experienced direct communication with her guardian angel. The more Carlo learned about angels through these accounts and his own experiences, the more he understood angels are real, guardian angels are real, divine communication is possible. But he realized something crucial. He needed to develop a deliberate system to maintain constant contact with his guardian angel. So Carlo made a decision. He would discover and live 3 specific practices that would transform his occasional spiritual experiences into constant, undeniable divine guidance flowing into every area of his life. Carlo made a revolutionary discovery. The way to maintain constant contact with your guardian angel is to ask them continuously throughout the day. He decided his guardian angel wouldn't be an abstract concept he believed in. His guardian angel would become his best friend, his closest companion, the person he turned to first in every situation. Think about this for a moment. Most people treat their guardian angel like someone far away, someone you contact only in emergencies, someone you're not even sure is listening. But Carlo understood something profound. Your guardian angel isn't distant. Your guardian angel is standing right beside you. They're not waiting for you to pray formally. They're waiting for you to talk to them like you'd talk to your best friend. He called his guardian angel Gabriel, and he started asking Gabriel for help about everything. When he faced a decision, he asked. When he felt confused, he asked. When he wanted guidance, he asked. He spoke to Gabriel like Gabriel was standing right beside him in the room. He didn't say formal prayers, "Oh, Divine Spirit, I humbly request your assistance." He said, "Gabriel, help me. Gabriel, guide me. Gabriel, show me what to do." Simple, direct, and real. Here's exactly what Carlo asked his guardian angel. Guardian angel, guide me. Guardian angel, help me. Guardian angel, show me the right path. Guardian angel, be with me. Guardian angel, make me a saint. Why these exact phrases? Because they're specific, they're direct. They acknowledge your guardian angel by name. They ask for exact things rather than vague help. When you pray vaguely, "God, help me," your guardian angel doesn't know what you need. But when you pray specifically, "Guardian angel, show me the right path," you're opening a clear channel. You're making your request unmistakable. Carlo discovered that these 5 phrases cover every human need: guidance, direction, help, assistance, the right path, wisdom, presence, protection, and transformation, holiers. Together, they create a complete communication system with your guardian angel. And yes, you can use variations of these phrases. You can say, "My guardian angel," instead of just "guardian angel." You can call your guardian angel by the name they reveal to you. Carlo's was Gabriel. The key is specificity and consistency. These weren't formal prayers. These were simple, direct requests spoken with absolute conviction. Carlo said these phrases constantly throughout his day. Morning, "Guardian angel, guide me today, be with me, make me a saint." Before a decision, "Guardian angel, what should I do here? Show me the right path." In moments of fear, "Guardian angel, be with me. Help me not be afraid." In moments of confusion, "Guardian angel, I don't understand what's happening. Help me see clearly." In moments of joy, "Guardian angel, thank you for this guidance. Thank you for being with me. Make me a saint." Notice that crucial phrase, "Guardian angel, make me a saint." This isn't asking for daily help. This is asking for complete transformation. Carlo didn't just ask his guardian angel to fix his problems. He asked his guardian angel to transform him into holiness itself. He aligned his will with the highest possible calling. He didn't ask for convenience. He asked for conversion. This is the genius of what Carlo discovered. When you ask your guardian angel to make you a saint, you're not asking for surface-level help. You're asking for fundamental transformation. You're asking to become the best version of yourself. You're asking to align your entire life with divine purpose. This continuous asking opened a channel. Gabriel responded. Every single time Carlo asked, guidance came. Clarity arrived. Direction became obvious. His guardian angel became his constant companion through every moment of every day. Here's a documented, verified account of how Gabriel guided Carlo through this practice of continuous asking. When Carlo was a boy, his family employed a man named Rajesh Mohur from Mauritius, a devout Hindu from the Brahmin priestly caste, the highest caste in Hindu society. Rajesh's father was a Hindu priest, and Rajesh had been deeply grounded in Hindu faith and practice his entire life. By all reasonable expectation, Rajesh would never convert. He had deep roots in his ancestral faith. But Carlo, asking Gabriel continuously for guidance and wisdom, became Rajesh's friend. And through Carlo's simple, persistent, joyful witness to Jesus in the Eucharist and his genuine love for Rajesh, something shifted. When Rajesh would accompany Carlo to church, Carlo would explain the faith to him with childlike joy. Carlo would tell him about Jesus' presence in the Eucharist, about the importance of the sacraments, about the Virgin Mary and the apparitions at Lourdes. Carlo knew the catechism almost by heart and explained it so brilliantly that Rajesh became excited about the faith himself. Rajesh asked to be baptized. 4 years after meeting Carlo, at age 38, Rajesh was baptized into the Catholic Church and received all 3 sacraments of initiation: baptism, First Communion, and confirmation. The Acutis family threw a celebration for him afterward. That's Gabriel's guidance working through Carlo's continuous asking. But it didn't stop there. Rajesh's friend Sivan Kisnan also heard Carlo speak about his faith with such genuine joy and conviction. He too asked to be baptized and converted to Catholicism. Then Rajesh's own mother came visiting from Mauritius. Carlo, asking Gabriel continuously for wisdom about how to reach her, sat with her in the kitchen and patiently spoke to her in English about Jesus and the apparitions of Our Lady at Lourdes. A story he told so compellingly that she wanted to visit the shrine herself. With Carlo's family's help, Rajesh's mother traveled to Lourdes for a week. When she returned to Mauritius, she too asked to be baptized. 3 conversions, 3 people who came into the Catholic Church, all because Carlo asked Gabriel continuously, "Gabriel, guide me. What should I say? How should I reach them? Make me a saint. Help me share your love." Rajesh himself said about this experience, "That was Carlo's magic. He could convert me and my mom too, but it wasn't magic. It was Gabriel, Carlo's guardian angel, responding to continuous asking with continuous guidance, flowing into every interaction, every conversation, every moment. This is the power of practice 1. And people around him noticed. His teachers saw a teenager who always knew what to do. His friends saw a young man with absolute certainty. His family watched as Carlo moved through life with peace and clarity that didn't make sense for his age. Most teenagers are confused. Most young people struggle with doubt. But Carlo had something different. He had constant divine guidance flowing directly into his life because he had learned to ask his guardian angel continuously. But here's how you know it's your guardian angel guiding you, and not just coincidence or your own thoughts. The guidance becomes progressively clearer and more undeniable. At first, you might think it's coincidence. But when the same guidance appears repeatedly in different ways, through a thought, then a conversation, then an opportunity, you'll recognize the pattern. That's your guardian angel. That's divine guidance. The verification is unmistakable. Guardian angel guidance repeats itself. It confirms itself from multiple angles. Luck is a one-time event. Guidance is a pattern. When you ask guardian angel, "Show me the right path," and then within days you get the same message from your friend, from an article you read, from an unexpected opportunity, that's not luck. That's your guardian angel speaking to you in multiple languages, so you can't miss the message. This is why continuous asking works so powerfully. The more you ask, the more patterns you'll recognize. The more patterns you recognize, the more you'll trust the guidance. The more you trust the guidance, the more powerfully your guardian angel can work in your life. How quickly will you see results? Most people report sensing their guardian angel's presence within days of starting these practices. Some feel it within hours. But the deepest, most profound guidance comes from consistency. Start today, and you'll notice shifts in your clarity within a week. Within a month, the pattern will be undeniable. Within 3 months, you'll wonder how you ever lived without this constant connection to your guardian angel. What if you miss a day? The system doesn't break. This isn't about perfection, it's about direction. If you miss a day, simply start again the next morning. Your guardian angel doesn't abandon you because of one missed day. They're waiting for you to continue. Consistency matters, but compassion matters too. Keep going. But here's what's crucial to understand. This practice works because of the specific nature of continuous asking. It's not just about getting answers. It's about fundamentally changing your relationship with your guardian angel. When you ask continuously, you stop seeing your guardian angel as distant. You stop treating them as someone you contact occasionally. You start seeing them as present, real, here, right now, standing beside you. Your guardian angel responds to your recognition of them. When you acknowledge their presence through these specific phrases, you're essentially opening the door wider. You're saying, I know you're here, I trust you, I need you, make me better. Transform me, and your guardian angel can finally reach you through that open door. They've been waiting your entire life for you to open it and ask these specific words. Most people's doors are closed. They pray occasionally, mostly in emergencies, mostly out of desperation. Their guardian angel is knocking, 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 trying desperately to reach them. But the door isn't open enough to communicate clearly. The signal is weak, the connection is broken. But when you ask continuously with these specific phrases throughout your day, the door opens completely. The channel becomes wide open. Divine guidance can flow freely. Your guardian angel can finally break through and reach you in undeniable ways. But Carlo realized something crucial. Just asking for help in moments of confusion isn't enough to sustain you through life's deepest challenges. What holds you steady when doubt creeps in? What sustains you when the spiritual realm feels distant? What anchors your faith when life becomes difficult? He needed something deeper. He needed unshakable conviction. He needed to understand with absolute certainty that what he was experiencing was real and not just his imagination. Carlo began studying deliberately and with intention. He read about Saint Gemma Galgani, who had constant dialogue with her guardian angel throughout her entire life. He studied Saint Francis of Assisi, protected and guided by angels throughout his entire existence. He learned about Saint Faustina Kowalska, who wrote detailed accounts of her guardian angel speaking to her directly, revealing spiritual truths to her. But he didn't read these accounts passively like entertainment. He reflected on them deeply. He meditated on them. He thought about what they meant. He allowed them to transform his understanding of the spiritual realm fundamentally. He spent time really contemplating. If these saints experienced real angelic communication, then what does that tell me about the nature of reality? What does that tell me about the possibility of my own connection to my guardian angel? And as he read account after account of real people who experienced real angelic communication, documented accounts that the Catholic Church had investigated and verified as genuine, something profound shifted inside him at the deepest level. His conviction deepened, his certainty grew. He realized with absolute clarity, these aren't stories or legends designed to inspire, but ultimately unverifiable. These are documented accounts verified by the Catholic Church. Real saints experienced real angelic guidance. Real people throughout history had been helped by angels. Angels are absolutely real. They're not spiritual metaphors. They're not symbolic representations. They're real beings with personality, intelligence, and the ability to communicate with humans and intervene in human affairs. Think about what this means. If the Catholic Church, one of the most rigorous institutions on earth, an organization that demands absolute proof before recognizing anything as genuine, has investigated these accounts and verified them, then these accounts are trustworthy. They're not wishful thinking. They're not fiction. They're documented reality. And if angels did that for Saint Gemma, appearing to her, speaking to her, comforting her through her struggles, if they protected Saint Francis throughout his entire life, guiding him, helping him, accompanying him through dangers, if they spoke directly to Saint Faustina, communicating with her, teaching her, revealing divine mysteries to her, then why wouldn't his guardian angel Gabriel do the same for him? When Carlo asked Gabriel for help after studying these accounts, he wasn't asking hopefully like someone uncertain. He was asking with absolute conviction. He knew with proven certainty that Gabriel was present and responsive because history proved it, the church verified it, documented accounts confirmed it. His faith wasn't fragile anymore. It was built on a foundation of evidence. And as his conviction deepened, as his certainty grew unshakable, the guidance he received from his guardian angel became even clearer, even more obvious, even more undeniable. Because Carlo wasn't just hoping for divine direction, he was expecting it with absolute certainty. He was asking like someone who knew beyond any doubt that his guardian angel would respond. His conviction opened the channel wider. His faith was built on evidence, not hope. This is crucial to understand. Your level of conviction directly determines how powerfully your guardian angel can work in your life. If you ask with doubt in your heart, if you ask while secretly wondering if your guardian angel is even real, if you ask while thinking this might just be your imagination, your guardian angel's guidance will be subtle, muted, weak. You'll receive guidance, but you'll question it immediately. You'll doubt whether it's really divine guidance or just coincidence. You'll second-guess it. But when you study accounts of angels, when you learn that the Catholic Church has investigated and verified these encounters, when you read the testimonies of saints who experienced real angelic communication, when you understand that real people in real history received real help from real angels, something profound shifts inside you. Your conviction grows, your faith becomes rooted in evidence instead of wishful thinking. Your belief becomes unshakable. And when your conviction deepens, when your certainty grows absolute, your guardian angel can work more powerfully in your life. You'll recognize guidance more clearly because you're expecting it. You'll trust it more completely because you believe in it. You'll act on it more confidently because doubt won't hold you back. You'll experience results more obviously because you're paying attention. You'll see the pattern of divine intervention in your life building day after day. But Carlo understood that asking continuously and building conviction still weren't complete. These two practices were powerful, but they were operating primarily in the realm of thought and emotion. He needed something physical, something tangible, something that would anchor his faith in the real, physical world, not just in his mind and heart. Carlo's family made a pilgrimage to Mount Gargano in southern Italy, holy ground, where, according to church-verified tradition, Saint Michael the Archangel appeared in the 5th century to a man named Saint Lorenzo Majorano. Why Mount Gargano specifically? Because this is one of the most sacred sites dedicated to angelic encounter in all of Christianity. Saint Michael, the greatest of all archangels, appeared there. The church verified this appearance. Centuries of pilgrims have felt the divine presence there. It's not magic, it's not mystical. It's simply a place where countless people have encountered the divine realm, and that collective spiritual weight creates an atmosphere of holiness that's palpable. When Carlo stood on that sacred ground, when he walked on earth where an archangel had appeared centuries before, when he felt the palpable presence of the divine realm in that physical location, something deepened inside him that could never close again. His faith transformed from something intellectual and abstract into something visceral and real. It wasn't just something he believed in intellectually anymore. It became lived experience. It became something he could feel with every fiber of his being. From that moment forward, Carlo created sacred spaces in his life. He didn't just create any spaces. He designated specific places where he would pray daily. He treated them with reverence. He treated them as holy ground. He recited the St. Michael Chaplet, a powerful prayer honoring the archangels and the 9 choirs of angels. He created atmosphere in these spaces. He made them intentional. And from that physical connection to sacred ground, his relationship with his guardian angel intensified exponentially. Think about this. What makes a space sacred? It's not magic. It's not mysterious. It's intention. It's reverence. It's the decision to set aside a physical location and say, "This is where I meet my guardian angel. This is where heaven and earth connect in my life." This is holy ground. When you make that declaration and live it out by praying there consistently, you're creating a gateway. You're establishing a location where the spiritual realm feels close and real. Does it have to be a famous pilgrimage site like Mount Gargano? No. Your bedroom corner can be just as sacred. What matters is your intention and your consistency. The guidance became clearer. The presence became more undeniable. The divine direction became obvious in every area of his life because he had anchored his spiritual practice in the physical world. He had created locations where he could sense his guardian angel's presence, not just in his thoughts or emotions, but physically, tangibly, in his actual surroundings. Here's the scientific principle at work. Our brains are wired to respond to physical locations. When you consistently pray in the same sacred space, your brain creates neural pathways associated with that location and spiritual experience. Over time, simply entering that space triggers the spiritual awareness and openness you've cultivated there. The physical space becomes an anchor for your spiritual practice. It becomes a gateway. You don't need to travel to Mount Gargano. You don't need expensive pilgrimages. You don't need to travel to distant holy sites. You can create a sacred space in your own home right now, a corner, a shelf, a designated place where you pray. When you treat that space as holy ground and pray there daily with intention and reverence, you're creating the same effect that Carlo experienced at Mount Gargano. You're creating a physical anchor for your spiritual practice. You're establishing a location where heaven and earth feel close. You're building a gateway between the natural and supernatural. The power of this practice is that it combines all 3 dimensions of your being: physical, emotional, and spiritual. When you ask your guardian angel continuously, you're engaging spiritually. When you study accounts of angels, you're engaging intellectually and emotionally. But when you create sacred space, you're engaging physically. All 3 together create a complete, undeniable, transformative system. Carlo's 3 practices work together as one complete system, each strengthening the others. Continuous asking opens the channel. Study builds unshakable conviction. Sacred space anchors your faith in the physical world. Together, they create a synergistic effect that transforms your entire life. Carlo lived these 3 practices every single day without exception. His life transformed. He moved through his teenage years with extraordinary peace and clarity, making decisions with certainty, while most teenagers are confused. When he was diagnosed with leukemia at 15, his foundation remained unshakable. Even facing death, his certainty held firm, and his connection to Gabriel never wavered. The Catholic Church investigated his life thoroughly, verified miracles connected to him, and confirmed everything about his approach was real and genuine. They made him a saint, the first millennial saint and one of the youngest saints in modern history. All because he understood how to communicate with his guardian angel through these 3 practices. Remember your confusion at the beginning of this video? The crossroads, the decision keeping you awake, the uncertainty that's been plaguing you? Your guardian angel can guide you through it. Your guardian angel can solve it. Your guardian angel is absolutely capable of providing the divine direction you desperately need. But you have to implement these 3 practices. You have to start today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Practice 1. Ask continuously. Starting tomorrow morning when you wake up, ask your guardian angel these exact phrases. Guardian angel, guide me today. Be with me. Make me a saint. Throughout your entire day, ask about everything. Before big decisions, guardian angel, what should I do here? Show me the right path. When confused, guardian angel, help me understand, give me clarity. When afraid, guardian angel, be with me. Help me trust. When tempted by worry, guardian angel, give me peace instead of anxiety. Make it natural, make it constant, don't be formal. Keep a notebook and write down moments when you receive guidance. Write down moments when you felt clarity. Write down moments when you sensed your guardian angel's presence. Watch the pattern grow. Watch the evidence accumulate. You'll be amazed at how quickly your guardian angel responds when you ask continuously with these exact phrases. Practice 2. Study accounts this week. Spend 20 to 30 minutes researching a saint's encounter with their guardian angel. Search Saint Gemma Galgani Guardian Angel and read her story deeply. Search Saint Francis of Assisi Angels and learn how angels protected and guided him. Search Saint Faustina Kowalska Guardian Angel and read her accounts of angelic communication. Don't just skim them. Read them, reflect on them, meditate on them. Let their accounts build your conviction. Do this weekly. Make it a weekly practice. Return to these accounts. Let them deepen your certainty. Let them anchor your belief in the reality of angels. The more you read, the more your conviction will grow. The more your conviction grows, the more powerfully your guardian angel can work in your life. Practice 3. Create sacred space today. Don't wait. Don't delay. Choose a corner in your home. It could be a corner of your bedroom. It could be a shelf in your living room. It could be a space in a quiet room where you can pray undisturbed. Set it up as your prayer space intentionally. Light a candle there. Place an image of an angel there. Place a cross there. Place a rosary there. Whatever makes it feel holy to you, make it beautiful. Make it intentional. Every single day, without fail, go to that space and pray there. Spend time there, asking your guardian angel for help. Recite the St. Michael chaplet there. Spend time in gratitude there. Make it your connection point to heaven. Treat it as holy ground. Your guardian angel will meet you there. The presence will become real. You'll feel it every time you enter that space. Do these 3 things consistently. Do them every day. Do them together as one integrated system. They work together. They amplify each other. They create a synergistic effect that transforms your entire life. Before you go, drop a comment right now telling me which of these exact phrases you're going to start asking your guardian angel. Guardian angel, guide me, or guardian angel, help me, or guardian angel, show me the right path, or guardian angel, be with me, or guardian angel, make me a saint. Lock in your commitment publicly. Make it real. Tell your guardian angel you're ready. Share this video right now with someone who feels abandoned by God. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Share it today, because they need to hear the one thing. They need to know these exact phrases. Your willingness to share this video could change their life forever. You could be the person who restores their faith. Subscribe to this channel for more videos about Catholic saint stories. Don't forget, click on the Saint Carlo Acutis playlist showing on your screen right now. Watch those videos, learn from them, study his complete story, let his life transform yours.